Morning. It's hump day again. Here I am. Sometimes I think maybe I'm not going to make it this Wednesday. And then I always feel like I want to make it. So here I am. It's happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I'm Valerie Shepard, founder and CEO of the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery. I'm coming to you from the road. Why am I on the road and where am I? It's a vacation Wednesday, people. It's summertime in the United States, and I'm actually on a vacation. Sometimes I ask myself, do I even know what that is? My friends often say, you don't know how to relax. And I have noticed about myself that that's not one of my strong suits, but I'm practicing. I'd like to be much more accomplished in my ability to enjoy a vacation and really, really let go. Really let go. So I am committed in my self-mastery equation to quieting that little voice in my head that tells me I need to be productive, and that urge to jump out of bed as soon as my eyes open and get something done. And that need, it's almost a need to cross things off of my things to do list. Are you like that? Like, I want that sense of accomplishment, like cross things off my things to do list. So much so. Now, I heard that this was something to do to kind of build your feeling of accomplishment. If I've done things during my day that weren't on my list, I put them on the list and cross them off, so that I get to see, how come there's so many things that aren't crossed off? Oh, because I had to take all these interruptions, or some things came up that I wasn't planning on. So I'm really into getting things done, and I'm really into like living my purpose and really, and I know that in this dance of self-mastery, in this dance of being all of who I am at the highest levels possible, there is an incredible need, desire, deservingness for rest and doing nothing. As Yeshua taught, you need do no thing to have the keys to the kingdom. It's in our beingness, not in our doingness, that deep, profound happiness lies. So in self-mastery, mastering you and your life so that you can exquisitely manage whatever life brings your way. So what life has brought my way in the last couple of weeks is massive transformation of what things I'm doing and where I might be going, and like, how is the vision transforming? I'm very excited that we submitted a provisional patent on my vision for what I'm doing, so I can talk about it a little bit more now. We're not going to do that today, but that's very exciting. So there's a whole bunch of movement on that side of my education technology company and how it's evolving, and that is wicked fun. I have no idea how to be an inventor, but I'm going to figure that out. And I have some, awesome supportive people in my life. Shout out to Bill Shreve, William Shreve at Kenobi Martins, my IP attorney, and to Mark Cafano Enterprises. And he's just awesome, helping me figure out what I don't even know that I don't know on that journey. And there's so much more. And I have been feeling in a deficit. Like, I have been feeling like I was in a deficit, physiologically, mentally, spiritually, not so much, emotionally, not so much, but physiologically, my body has been telling me it's tired for a while. And we've done all kinds of things to kind of figure it out, sleep studies and other stuff to see, is this related to the brain hemorrhage? What is this lack of stamina? And in the end, it doesn't matter what it really, in the end, the bottom line is changing it, fixing it, making it better. And one of my coaches said to me, my spiritual counselor said, as we think about what we're wanting to create for you in your life, what if, this is really powerful, for all of you who are really go-getters, and even on vacation, you're in a go, go, go mode, okay? So for all of you, this is really powerful. What if the big bang that you're wanting in your life and your business, all the, it just starts happening, and all that giving of the universe to you is actually waiting for you to be fortified and ready to receive it, like capable physiologically of handling the big bang. What if divine mind, divine heart, divine love, your angels, ancestors, guardians, higher self, what if all of that is saying, well, when is she going to get it? When we can't give her all this stuff that she's asking for because it would really break her down. What if that's happening? And so this whole vacation thing is really important. So some of you probably take vacation to get away and let go. I've done that. Some people do staycation so you can get more stuff done where you are. Nothing's wrong with that. It's perfectly fine. I'll never do that because for me, vacation is adventure. But people can have adventures doing what they do where they are, and that's beautiful, perfect. People do it to, just party and hang out with friends. I've done that too. I love the adventure vacations. I love service vacations. How can we serve others? The one I've done least is the total rest one. The total rest one. And you'll see I'm staying with a dear friend in Northern Virginia, which is my home. So I feel like I'm back home, even though home is right here. Home is out there as well. And I'm looking at the big trees that we don't have in Southern California like this. And I'm very grateful. And so this thing of rest and taking a vacation from your vacation, how many times have you said that? Wow. You work really hard to get ready to go on vacation. And then you go on vacation and you play really hard on vacation. And then you come back and you need a vacation from your vacation so that you can actually do what else your life is calling you to do. And that's okay. So how do you make these choices? Like what's right for you in any given moment? How does your happiness get increased? And how does your happiness get diminished when you don't actually make this decision very well? So let's just talk about that for a second. So each one of those things is right, but you have to listen on the inside. So a lot of us get into this rote thing. I went to Greece. I love Greece, and I've been there like 3 or 4 times. And so one time I was on Santorini, and I was in this beautiful bed and breakfast. And there was a couple that I met out on the by the pool, and they did the same vacation every year. They were celebrating their 10th 2 weeks. Their 10th 2 weeks. They were both teachers, so they had summer off, and they would go to this resort on Santorini in the summertime every year. And they were there for their 10th time. And it was beautiful. And we had some yummy stuff. And it was really, really nice. And that's just not the way I vacation. For me, I'm like, what's new? What's different? I always think I'm going to go back to some place I've been, but I always want to go someplace new as well. But that was their vacation. That was the way they filled themselves up. And they planned around what they were going to do again and experience differently. And what maybe they hadn't gotten to in 10 years that they were going to do this time. Magnificent. Keep it going. That's awesome. So it's what's calling to you. Are you being called and you're ignoring the call? How many times have you heard, I need a vacation, coming from inside, not just the outer mouth saying it, but, oh my God, I need a vacation. What if by the time your outer mouth expressed it, your inner self was depleted? Like, they say that when you, by the time you feel thirsty, you're actually into dehydration. So we need to be drinking before that, which reminds me of that here. People have told me, even though it's humid, you need to drink water. So it's pretty hot. So what if that's the case? By the time you hear that nudge, it's time for a break, you're already into burnout, which is not a good place to be for anyone, whether it's just about burnout from parenting, burnout from your role and responsibilities at work, burnout from partnership, whatever the burnout is, you can't sit there. And to ignore the call that says it's time for a break is only taking you further into the burnout, and you're in self-denial. Like, whenever we ignore the inner truth and the inner self, we're in a bad downward spiral. Like, your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship you will ever have. It is the foundation for everything you're trying to create in your life. So listening to that nudge is very important. So on vacation, pick your vacation. If you can, stay with friends. I love doing that. Some people don't like to be a burden to their friends. Some people would feel like, well, then I have to owe them something. I don't take any of that energy on anymore. I'm just in a free cycle of giving and receiving, and allow that to be. And I encourage you to see if you can do that as well. But it's all about what's going to fill you up. What's going to help that tank get recharged and feel fortified so that you can call on it when you need it, and you can remember that your happiness is already in there. And so here's the thing. This is the most important thing about vacation. Confucius said, wherever you go, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are. Which basically means you can't outrun yourself. You can't hide from what's inside. It's going to go wherever you go. You can't outrun what's not working for you by changing the venue. It may give you a short-term fix, but it's not going to be the long-term solution. The temporary fix is at best all it's going to be. So trying to run away in order to, I don't know, up-level your life or transform how you're experiencing it, it can work. I'm not saying don't do it. Short term, it can help. But it's the long-term solution. It's like, do you want just a quick fix, like pop a pill, or do you want to really be free? And if you really want to be free, then fix that stuff. And you're not broken, but you know what I mean. Engage with that stuff, whatever that is. Engage with it. Unlock it. Dance with it. The title of my book, Dancing Your Soul Lifestyle. And by all means, get your vacation in before you're burned out. According to ustravel.org, they do studies on the state of American vacation. I don't know data for the whole world, but I know in the US we're notoriously horrible at taking vacation. We've been increasing it a little bit in the last few years, which is I'm really, really loving seeing that. We're up to an average of 17.2 days per person, which is phenomenal, up from the previous year, which was up from the previous year. So that's really great, up a little bit, not lots. But still, they estimate 658 million vacation days go unused every year. Every year. Boy, wouldn't you like to have some of those? Like, somebody donate. Wouldn't it be nice to have a global pool and you could just pull out, like when you don't have enough, and just take some? Wouldn't that be great? I used every single one of my vacation days every year. Whether the business was up or the business was down, I took my vacation days. And part of it was because I really believed I'd earned them. I worked hard and I'd earned them. And the other thing was that I deserved to give myself a little bit of fun and play time and joy time and all of that. What I've done now since then is focused on getting my play time, my joy time, and my freedom, emotional freedom into every day. So going on a vacation just for that is not what I do anymore. Vacation is more enriching. I like to go for events. Like I've come home for a high school reunion, and I'm going to see a bunch of my friends with George Mason University Rugby, my alma mater. And so I'm here for the experiences of the week-long time that I'm here, not to get away from what I was doing in California. And I encourage you to do the same thing. So where is your happiness? It's always inside you. It's about expressing it, not going on a hunt for it. And to remember that when you go on vacation, you can't outrun what was back there. And to fix your vacation such that it gives you everything you need. And one of the things you might need is rest. So you see in the background, I've got some big fluffy pillows. And I got here at like 2 a.m. East time. Planes were delayed and kooky stuff was happening with weather. So I'm tired. And I'm going to have a lovely lunch with my hostess, and I'm going to take a nap. That's part of my vacation activity today. So thank you so much for joining me on today's Hump Day Happy Chat. And I am wishing you a wonderful time wherever you are. And stay well and be happy. Many blessings. See you next time. Valerie Shepard signing off from the Hump Day Happy Chat. Bye now. Bye. Many blessings. Mwah.